data. So we're going to be calculating the mean, the median, and the mode, which are probably terms you've heard in the past. And then we'll analyze, once we have that data, how do we determine if it is good data, and how do we determine which of these measurements is the best one to go with, okay? Have you guys heard the word mean before in math?
Yeah, except I forgot because it's been so long.
Yeah, do you remember, Caprice, what mean means?
No, but I remember the terms and stuff. Like,
yeah, so mean is like average. If you add them all together and divided by the number of data, it's your mean. So another word for mean is average. And I'm just going to write down here on the bottom where it says average, use dictionary.com. You add all the data together. And divide by the number of pieces of data that you have. Okay. So if you guys can keep in your head, mean and average, they're the same thing. How about median? What is the median?
It's the number in the when you have everything in numerical order. It's the one in the middle.
Very good. So you have to number them from smallest to biggest, and it's the middle number. Like median in the middle of a road. So I have middle number when data is organized or sorted, smallest to biggest. So median of a road, that maybe will help you remember the middle. Like pick the middle number. And then what about mode? What's the mode in a set of data?
Is it when you take the smallest and the biggest number and you add them or something like that, or is it minus?
That's if you're trying to figure out the range of the data.
Oh, never mind then.
Mode, yeah, that's okay. Mode is actually the number that shows up the most.
Ah.
So it's the number that shows up the most. Mode most. Shows up the most. So if you have 10 numbers that are the same, and that one is the most that's represented in your set of data, that's the mode. So mode, most, median, middle, and then mean is the hard one. It's just your average. Okay, give me your virtual thumbs up, girls, when you have that copied down. Maya's good. Caprice, let me know when you've got that.
I don't know how to do that, but yeah, I got it.
There's a reactions thing on your bar.
Okay.
That's okay. You can also just talk to me. Okay, so this says Sam works for a company that maintains a career and employment website. The website provides information on positions and salaries at various companies. The table shows the data from one of the companies called Cabinets R Us, a small kitchen cabinetry company. So there are 8 cabinet makers and they make $43,000 a year. There are 2 secretaries, they make $38,000 a year. There are 2 sales reps, they make $48,000 a year, and there's 1 president who makes $100,000 a year. How many total employees work at Cabinets R Us? 8 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1.
That's 13, right?
13, yep. How are we going to calculate the mean salary?
Add the data together and divide it.
Yeah. Okay, so let me show you an easy way of doing this. Otherwise, we'd have to add 43,008 times, 38,002 times, so on and so forth. So we're going to do 8 times 43,000. Hopefully you guys have a calculator that you can work with. Plus 2 times 38,000. Plus 2 times 48,000. Plus 100,000. It's only 100,000. And then divide that by 13. I think I have a calculator. Hopefully you guys do too. I have to grab my calculator. 1 second. Okay. I was gonna try doing it on my phone, but that's no good. So I've grabbed my calculator here. If you guys get it, just tell me what you've got and we'll compare numbers here. Does anyone get a number? Yes, Maya, good. I got the same thing. 473,800 and, sorry, 473,846. I think the decimal, oh no, I'm saying it wrong. 47,000, I have the same thing as you, 384.62 cents. Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna have to erase some of what I've written here so I can type it and put my answer in. $47,384.62. Okay, next question says, what's the median? How are we going to do this, guys? How do we figure out the median number? Median means what?
The middle.
The middle. So I'm gonna have to write these out. I'm gonna copy it down here. I'm not gonna write the 3 zeros on the end, but I have the smallest number is 38,000, and I'm gonna write that twice. So I'm gonna write 38, 38, meaning 38,000. My next number is 43, and I have 8 of them. So 1, 2, 3. My next number is 48, and I have 2 of them. And then 100,000. What's my middle number?
It's like in between two 43s,
Yeah, so
So-
what would be the middle then, Maya?
43.5.
Well, what would be 43 plus 43 divided by 2?
That's 86. And that's 43. I forgot.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So if it's right in between two of the same number, we would just add and divide by 2, but you're going to come back to the same number. So the median ends up being $43,000. Could we have predicted that based on the numbers without organizing this data? What do you think?
Yeah, because of the amount of 43s there were.
Yeah, there's only two 48s and a 100 bigger than 43. And there's only two 38s less than 43, and there's 8 of them in the middle. So you could have probably done this in your head instead of like organizing it and know it's going to be 43,000. But if you want to be safe and check, go ahead and do that. What is the mode? What number shows up the most?
43.
Yes, very good. Okay, so the next question down here, we're going to analyze this data. Which of these numbers best describes the typical employee at Cabinets R Us? What do you think? Which one best describes the typical employee? The mean, the median, or the mode? Does a typical employee get $47,384.62, 43,000, or 43,000?
The mode.
Yeah, the mode, or in this case, also the median, right, Maya?
Yeah.
So when you guys do your calculations, if two of the values are the same, there is a lot of strength in that number. The median, the middle number, and the mode, the one that shows up the most, are the same, which means 43,000 is a really good, accurate way of describing the typical, the average employee at Cabinets R Us. So if two numbers are the same, you can go with either one of them. In this case, I would say median or mode because they're both the same. If you watched my handwriting, you might think I am writing with my left hand. This is really lagging.
Yeah, when I first started out with this, I just like it was just lagging so much. So my teacher was all like, "Okay, you know what? Just let me write it." And I was like, "Okay."
Well, for some reason, my tablet is just really slow with connected to my computer. Okay, let's try another question. All right, here's the next question. Here are scores all out of 100. So this is actually percent, 61%, 76%, so on and so forth. Find the median score. So I want you guys to take some kind of a calculator, online calculator's fine. Add them all up. And we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 numbers. Let's see if we all get the same average. So add and divide by 16. And maybe put your number in the chat. Caprice, did you get the same, 69.13?
Yeah, I got the same.
Okay, all right, so did I. 69.13. Okay, for median, we're gonna have to organize this. smallest to biggest and figure out the middle number. So what do you guys see as the smallest number?
45.
Okay, so I'm going to write it down and then I'm going to cross it out because sometimes I lose where I'm at. 45. What's my next number?
I think it's 59.
Yep, I see that one
This is
too.
confusing because there's so many.
I know. 61 is next.
There's two of them.
Yep, good. $62. 65. Yell at me if you see something different, girls. It's easy to miss data when it's like this. 68, 69.
Oh, I think there's 268s.
Oh, thank you. Good catch, Caprice. I'm going to just make that into a 68. Good catch. 71. 271s.
Yeah.
72. 76.
Wait, there's a 76? Oh, wait.
There's strength in numbers here, Maya, as we're all looking at the same data. I'm just going to count and make sure I have 16 written down. 16. Yep, I do. Okay, what do you guys see as the middle number?
Wait. I
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's like in between 68, 68, and 69, I think.
Yeah, so what would be in between 68 and 69?
68.5.
Very good. Now the next question says, what shows up the most? What numbers do you see that show up more repeated times? I see 61, 68, and 71. 2 times. So in this case, this is called a trimodal. We're actually going to get into this later on in our chapter. This is trimodal, meaning there's 3 peaks. So we can write them all down. We have 3 numbers that show up equally the same amount of time, 61, 68, and 71. Okay, so if you have more than one that's equally represented, write them both down or write all of them down. There's bimodal, trimodal, quadmodal, like there can be multiple modes in your data. Questions on that one? Okay. I always assume silence means you know what's going on. Actually, let's try this one independently. Let me give you guys a couple of minutes. Again, mean, median, mode. Erica recorded the masses and grams of bags of cashews sold on Monday at her bulk food store. Mean, add and divide. Median, find the middle number. Mode, which one shows up the most. And then try to decide which one do you think is the most useful data for Erica in her store. So I'm going to solve all 3. You guys solve all 3. Put in the chat your mean, median, and mode, and then we'll compare. Sound good? I'm going to assume that's a yes. Yes, thank you. Okay, let's try it. I just hit enter and told you my mean. Ignore that. Don't look at that. So we have 41.25 as the mean, 39.5 as the median, and 37 is the most. Now what we have to, all three of those numbers are different. So we have to decide which one is the best one for Erica to use. So remember, she has a store. It's a bulk food store. So what happens if she doesn't order enough cashews?
There's gonna be less people
Mm.
buying a lot of cashews because they want to save up on them.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So if she doesn't buy enough cashews, then it's possible that she'll lose out on customers. So one way or another, people may take more than they need to bulk up, or they may not buy it because she doesn't have any, right? So too little means she's losing out on sales. What happens if she buys too much?
More cashews for the customers.
Yeah, but think about what's going to happen to those cashews if nobody buys them on Monday?
They're gonna turn bad.
Yeah, they actually will go stale. So cashews being a nut, they'll absorb moisture from around them, so they'll go stale.
Oh,
So she has wasted product, wasted money, right?
sad.
So
Just give
this
them
is
to the animals.
it could be that she would, yeah, figure out a way to use them wisely. But this is why she wants this information. She obviously wants the sales, but she doesn't want to waste money. So we want something in between. So do you think the average is better? Or do you think the median number, the middle is better? Or do you think the one that shows up the most, which is 37, is better?
Well, because if most people seem to be buying at least 37 cashews, then that's
Okay, so Maya's voting for the most, the 37. Caprice, what are your thoughts?
I think 37 too, like
I
the
think it's a good
most.
number too.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, look at 58. It's really an outlier. Somebody bought 58 kilograms, 58 grams of kilograms would be a lot, grams of cashews. It's kind of an outlier. It's 12 more than the next highest number, right?
they're gonna go feed the squirrels in the park.
Yeah, maybe. So that skews the data quite a bit heavier to that end, right? So 37 could be a good number. If you want to play a little bit safe, you could maybe say, well, the median, the middle, the 39.5, it's kind of that in between the high and the low. But the 41.25 is actually quite high. Only 3 people bought more than 41 grams of cashews, right? So the middle number is skewed way high because of that 58. So I would not pick the mean. So I would say the mode is fine. The median in this case maybe is a little bit safe too, but definitely not the mean. It's way too high because most people do not buy 41 grams of cashews. So I'll put here mode because it shows up the most. It seems to be fairly representative of like normal human behavior here.
Maybe Rachel isn't here because she thought it was gonna be that week of Thanksgiving or something like that.
I'm not sure. Or she
When is
accidentally
that
slept
actually?
in. Not next week, but the week after Monday.
Maybe she thought it was that.
But you know what, too? This weird Friday schedule is messing some people up with like starting at 10 and going till 3:15. It's messing people up. So I don't blame her in any way. And this recording should help her. And this lesson isn't too hard. And we're only doing one lesson today. So I think she'll be okay.
It's not that bad.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions on this one? Okay. Let's look at this one. I think this is our, oh, I may have to, oh, good. Maya's giving me thumbs up. Let's try question 3. This is a table that shows the number of prizes and the value of each prize at a charity fundraiser. You guys are very familiar with this concept. There was one person who's going to win $5,000, 4 who will win 1,000, 8 who will win 500, and 80 that will win $10. This is very much like Tim Hortons Roll Up the Rim. Most people only get a coffee, right? But there is a chance that somebody will win something big. We have to calculate the mean, the average. Let's do this our very smart way rather than writing out 10, 80 times, because I don't really want to do that. So we're going to do 1 times 5,000 plus 4 times 1,000. You guys already know that's 4,000. Feel free to shortcut this, okay? 4 times 1,000, 4,000 plus 8 times 500 plus 80 times 10. And how many total prizes do we have? 80 plus 8 is 88. Plus 4, 92, 93. You calculate, I'll calculate, we'll compare. Oh, I wrote 4 times 4,000. Whoa, that's 1,000. 4 times 1,000. Sorry, guys. I did the calculation in my head and messed that up. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, Maya already put in the chat, 148.4. Caprice, if you're still calculating, let me know if you get 148.4. Actually, Maya, it's money. I'm going to leave it at 2 decimals. I'm going to say 3.9. Caprice, okay, awesome. Median, we need to figure out the middle, but let's be really smart about this, guys. Okay, so if I was going to put them on a scale, I have 80 tens, so I'm going to write 10 80 times. Then I have 500 8 times. Then I have 1,000 4 times. Then I have 5,000 1 time. If I then figured out what was in the middle, what number am I going to land on?
10.
10, exactly. Because I only have 13 higher than 10, right? I have 8 500s, 4 1,000s, and 1 5,000. So I only have 13 higher than 10. So if I went 13 in from both ends, I'm still got a chunk of 10s in the middle.
If I was a kid again, I would have just put all those 10s 80 times just because I wouldn't understand as a kid and I would actually write all of that.
Yeah, exactly. But if we can visualize it, I'm going to kind of make a bit of a number line. I have this many 10s. Oh, Rachel's here.
Was she in the waiting room this entire time?
No, she just came.
Oh.
And then I have only 13 of things higher than that. Clearly the middle is somewhere solidly in the 10s. Hello, Rachel.
Hey, Rachel.
So Maya,
Hello.
definitely don't waste like 80 minutes writing that out, okay? Rachel, we're on lesson 3.4 in your workbook, if you can grab that.
You're
And
muted, Rach.
And we're on question 3.
She's still muted.
Do you have your
Okay,
lesson
you're
workbook
not.
there, Rachel?
Hello, I just wanted to apologize for being late. My mom woke me up early because she forgot it was Friday, and then my fault because I completely forgot.
So my mode is going to be 10. Okay, so then this next question says, which of these values best describes the data? If you went to this fundraiser, what is your best possible chance of winning something?
Probably the medium in the mode.
Yeah, so we said if 2 of your numbers are the same, there's a lot of strength there. Most people walk away only winning $10.
That's very
So then-
sad.
Yeah. I guess in some ways it's better than nothing.
Yeah. Unless you somehow manage to get nothing, then that's surprising.
That's true because only 93 people are going to win something.
Yeah. Imagine how
Alright.
lucky they will get.
Okay. In a normal school environment, if we were not remote, I would then have you guys take turns rolling dice and record your tallies here.
We can get internet die.
Yeah. Okay, well here, well, we can even do this together, I think,
Yeah.
if we want to. You guys up for it?
Yeah, it's cool.
All right.
Sorry,
let
I'm still
me-
writing down the definitions.
That's okay.
Okay.
So can you see my my Google right now?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, virtual dice roller. Let's see
So
what
it says
happens here.
virtual high school.
Okay. So we were each roll it 3 times. There's 4 of us. We're gonna roll it a total of 12 times. Does that sound good, guys?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. A 1. So I'm gonna put a tally mark in my number 1. You guys will have to do the same. I can't share 2 screens at the same. So tally mark with the number 1. You guys ready?
Wait. Oh no. I'm still writing the definitions.
That's okay, Rachel. I'll share my screen and you can record it after we finish, okay?
I would prefer to write it while I can.
Yeah, you can write the definition. I'll share my tally marks with you in just a minute, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we have here? A 2.
I'm gonna go in numerical order.
I hope not. That's not very random, is it? A 1.
Never mind, I jinxed it.
A 2. A 6. There you go. 4. A 6. A 4.
It doesn't like odd numbers.
A 5.
Never mind.
You're
You keep
jinxing
jinxing it.
Maya. A 6. Let me see how many we've done so far. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, 2 more. A 2. And a 1.
It doesn't like the number 3.
All right, let me go back to my other screen. Okay, can you guys see my smartboard screen now?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so we had 3 1s, 3 2s, 0 3s, 2 4s, 1 5, 3 6s. Okay, the mean, I have to add together all of this. So remember, the quick way of doing it is just to do 3 times 1, because we got 3 1s, 3 times 2, 0 times 3 is 0. I'm not going to write that down. 2 times 4, 1 5, and 3 6s for a total of 12. Would you go ahead and put in the chat what you have your mean to be?
3 point a
Oh,
million
yeah.
threes.
Yeah, 3.3 repeating. Okay, median. Oh, the middle number. We have to write these out. Okay.
Would you look at that? It's a 3.
Is it a 3?
Yeah.
So I have
I think.
3 1s, 1, 2, 3, 3 2s, 0 3s, 2 4s,
Or maybe I
1
calculated this
5,
wrong.
and 3 6s.
Never mind, it's a 2, I think. I'm probably blind.
That's okay. I'm actually getting it in between. I got it in between 2 and 4, so it is a 3, Maya.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait,
I got it.
I probably spelled it this wrong way.
I got it right here.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm right.
Awesome. Okay, now which one's the mode? Oh, I have a trimodal. Caprice, which one showed up the most?
6.
And what else?
1,
Yep. And what else?
2.
Yep. So this one is called trimodal. I have 3 peaks in this data. What would you say best describes our data set here? The mean, the median, or the mode? This really is just like pick one and be able to tell me what you think. It's not really a right or a wrong answer. Give me a thumbs up if you think the mean, the 3.3, is our best way to describe this data. Okay, no thumbs up. How about the median, the 3? No thumbs up. How about the mode? 1, 2, 6. Maya's saying that. Caprice, what do you think? Yep, she's giving thumbs up. Okay, good. So let's say mode, they showed up the most. All right. So basically this lesson, you're doing those 3 calculations, mean, median, and mode. And sometimes they will ask you to tell which one you think is the best way to describe the data. And that's just a way of pick one and communicate your thoughts to see which one you think is